Mad Max McGinnis. ASMR relaxing home. Augustine Jr. Castarain. Let's select our winners. We have had 4 wonderful years of the Tingleling Travel Competition. The first 3 taking us all around the world, and last year traveling through time and space. But this year, seeing as travel is not as safe as we might wish, we will be holding the travel competition for 3 wonderful trips within Tingledom itself. So let me tell you about the trips. The 3 trips, we have one that's in the castle, one that's in Tingledom proper, and one that takes us beyond the bounds of the town to explore more of the island. So our first trip to the Tingledom Castle, your stay will be in the castle itself. You will be in the southwest tower. So when you look at the castle, you have the 2 towers right at the front. It is the left one. You'll be staying up towards the top of that tower. Your suite is the entire floor. It is massive and very luxurious. You will have a 4-poster canopy bed with the finest draperies all around to protect you from extremes in temperature. This suite has plush carpets, the finest amenities, including a sun-warmed, hand-carved marble bath. It is very luxurious. For your dining options, you'll be able to dine within the castle kitchens, the various areas that are open there. You can have your food sent up to your suite so that you can eat in your room, or you can go down and mingle in the dining hall that you're probably familiar with from our Thanksgiving feasts. A wonderful, wonderful place to eat. Now, special for this trip, we have also prepared a personal audience with Queen Flyby. So that will be quite the treat. Now you will also be given a tour of the grounds. The beautiful gardens which exist all around the castle. Now if you are a person who does enjoy gardening, I'll invite you to garden in the Tingledom greenhouses and castle grounds, should you so desire. Here in the castle, you will also have access to the castle library, which covers the northeast wing of the 2nd and 3rd floor. It is the most extensive library in all of Tingledom. It has large windows which look out over the Tingledom Mountains, and the sun streams in. It is one of the best places to read in all of Tingledom. Now, of course, you'll also be very conveniently located near town. We've arranged a visit to the Sleepy Time Cafe so that you can walk in the steps of Queen Rose from centuries ago, who inspired the creation of this wonderful cafe. It has rich royal heritage. And of course, being conveniently located, you'll be able to go to the nearby mansion to expand your mind with the most intelligent thinkers in Tingledom. So that is our first trip. A trip to the castle is always to be envied. To have an invitation to take your quarter within that most beautiful edifice, I think, will be quite a special treat. For our second trip, the lodging for this trip will not be restricted to one location, but 3. There will first be a stay at the Tingledom Inn, and you will have your pick of the rooms. So if you want the one that opens on the garden, you shall have it. If you want the more intimate and carved room, then that's the one you shall have. Of course, there are many options for the rooms at the Tingledom Inn. And for the winner, we shall give you a special session to decide. Secondly, we'll be staying at Le Grand, and we'll of course be able to indulge in their well-known breakfast ritual, whereas you are read the breakfast at this locale, they will appear right in front of you. It's quite a delight. Le Grand is also a very, very fine hotel. You will stay in a well-appointed suite up on the top floor. Has a beautiful view of the castle to one side and the mountains to the other. It is magnificent. To finish off the stay, be sent to the west side of town, still within Tingledom proper, but where it takes on a little bit more of a country air while still being right in the heart of Tingledom. I've arranged a farm stay for you at the farmhouse called Creamery, which is very conveniently located so that you'll be able to visit Stephanie's animal sanctuary. You'll get your own private tour and be able to go and see behind and interact with the animals. If you're lucky, you may even get a possum to sit on your shoulder. They are so cute, but we have so many animals which make their lives there at this animal sanctuary. You will love it. We have arranged a number of different activities for you to partake in while you're in town, such as the animal sanctuary, but more specifically, when you are at the Tingledom Inn or at Le Grand, there are some very special activities awaiting you. One of my favorite of these activities is the Fabergé Cafe, and your trip has been aligned so that you will be there on the final Friday of the month and will be able to partake in the last course club. The Fabergé Cafe is the finest dessert cafe in Tingledom. It was started by Charlotte, who went and studied in France, and she has assembled a lineup of wonderful pastry chefs to provide the best desserts that Tingledom can offer. The last course club is a tasting menu where you are taken to between also arranged a visit for you to the Tingledom Theater, and this is an absolute delight. You can go and partake of films that are fully made with your tingles in mind. Every sound designed to bring on that magical experience. We do also screen normal films, and you can sit and have a session to decide what you would like to watch, and the tingles more often come in that session. Now, we've also arranged so that there will be plenty of time for you to take in your fashion analyses, to have your colors taken, determine your face shape, your body shape, and take a trip to our boutique dressmakers to have a few very specialized items made for you. Now, when you are at Le Grand, you are also very conveniently located near the Tingledom Library. And may I suggest taking in a poetry reading in the Sam W. Poetry Room within that edifice. A wonderful experience for sure. Now, our third trip takes us outside of Tingledom. You will be getting to explore the island more than the city of Tingledom. And what a wonderful adventure that will be. Your first night, you'll be coming in much the same way that our other visitors will. But rather than going into Tingledom proper, you will stop in the town outside of Tingledom and take lodging at an inn there. You'll be there one night, and then the following day will take you on to Tingledom Lake, which is directly south of Tingledom proper. And there you'll be staying in the floating island that floats across the top of the Tingledom Lake. And in particular, we've got you staying at the floating inn. Here you'll have access to a 24 hours, 7 days a week floating tank. Time stops in this wonderful floating arena, so you can just truly relax and rejuvenate as you lose touch with your senses, immediately to return to you upon exiting the float tank. There is a market stall right outside of the floating inn, and you'll be able to partake of fresh caught delicacies right there from the lake. And you'll also be able to sample the food from the pub there, which they make very good use of that very fresh food. From your time in the lake, you'll be then off on your own, a real time for solitude and reflection and wonder at a cabin in the perpetual autumn wood. The perpetual autumn wood is a very special place in Tingledom, where every day of the year is like that special week or two where all the leaves are changing color. Yellows and slight hints of greens meld with bright reds and oranges all around you. is a truly beautiful area. In the cabin where you'll be staying, you'll have full access to the magical cupboard, which can provide any food you want with a simple magic spell. You'll have a hot spring-fed bath and lots of paper and pen for writing down your reflections. The third part of your trip will take you up into the Tingledom Mountains by way of the Jonathan Morgan Trail. I will give our winner secret directions to one of my favorite locations in all of Tingledom. It is meant to only be for those who happen upon it, but here I will make an exception. So now it is time to select our winners. We have over 100 people who have been our contestants for this year's Tingleling Travel Competition. Now let us select the winners. And for our first trip, staying in the Tingledom Castle, our winner is Liverpool 101. Very excited to have you stay in the castle. And the winner for our second trip all around the city of Tingledom is Songbird Helsdottir. Looking forward to having you in Tingledom proper. And our final trip around the environs of Tingledom. The winner is Josephine Enders. Look forward to having you for your trip. And if you have commented in the past month and would like to see your name being written, click down in the description box for a video which goes through the whole process of preparing the names, writing them down, cutting them out, and folding them for our travel competition. Look forward